Hey, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to give you the buzz and the blogs, honey. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe to this channel with your notification bell on. Like this video, and let's go ahead and get into some of the hot topics that are going down. First things first, I want to send my prayers out to Wendy Williams because she has postponed the comeback of her show once again. If you've been following this story, Wendy was supposed to make her season 13 debut in the middle of September. After a breakthrough case of COVID, Wendy postponed her show for 2 weeks, and it was supposed to start on Monday, October 4th. And after the show made an announcement just yesterday about Wendy returning to the purple chair, it has been announced that she will once again postpone the return to her show for 2 additional weeks. The show issued a statement. Wendy will not be returning with new shows on October 4th. She has been and continues to be under a doctor's care and is still not ready to return to work. We plan to return with new shows on October 18th. Her breakthrough COVID case is no longer an issue and she has tested negative, but she is still dealing with some ongoing medical issues. What do you guys think? There's been a lot of speculation about Wendy in the blogs lately, especially after a picture of Wendy vaping in a van, honey, surfaced just last week. Do you think that it is the end of the Wendy Williams show? In my opinion, I think the show is done. Unfortunately, Wendy is not of the mindset and mental capacity to continue with this show, and I would prefer her to leave before we continue to watch her decline. I would say I would prefer her to leave on top, but at this point, she's no longer on top. And it's really sad because Wendy is the blueprint. All of the commentary channels and the blogs and the things that we have today have taken some type of sample or example from Wendy. This is really sad, you guys. So I just pray for her healing. I don't want to speculate that it is the worst scenario, especially with her history of substance abuse, but it's definitely not looking good. Tell me your thoughts about it down below. Next, let's talk about some Real Housewives news. And when I'm talking about Real Housewives, I mean the Real Housewives of Potomac. First of all, you guys, this season has been giving what it is supposed to give. If you have not been watching my reviews, I'm going to make sure I leave the link to the playlist up here at the top of the corner. But after each show, the girls go on Twitter and they give their opinions and they voice their opinions on the show. And no one has been more vocal on Twitter than housewife newbie Mia Thornton. Just a few days ago, Mia began taking digs at Askala about her lifestyle and her mother living with her. And Askala was quick to have a comeback. 3 days after the show aired this week, Mia woke up and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, first thing on her mind, and tweeted, "Wearing designer, living in a townhouse with your mother. Wonder why we haven't seen your luxurious, lavish housewife lifestyle. RHOA. Nah, college kid, I'm a boss B. Hashtag Mia Thornton. Try again." Askala was quick to have a comeback and she said, "Let's be clear, I don't live with my mother. My mother lives with me. She moved in to help care for her grandkids. That's what a mother does when she loves you. We're not all working on our relationship. Sorry sis, be blessed." These are the tweets that have ignited a social media frenzy surrounding Mia Thornton and Askala. Mia went on to later tweet that that she's okay with shade, but talking about people's mother is just nasty. Mia, you have been wanting to get a moment all season. After every episode, you make sure you go on Twitter and you drag and drag and drag. I've seen you speak negatively on Candace, Askala, Wendy. We're just waiting for you to come after your good friend, Karen. But Mia has since put out a statement saying that she was not the one that actually made these tweets. The statement reads, "Hello, social media family. While I take full responsibility for the recent IG posts and tweets over the past few months, I want to inform you that I have let go of my social media manager due to the nature and language of the captions and posts. I don't have time to keep up, so I am currently looking for someone who will represent my brand and true self. In the meantime, sending love, peace, and positive energy your way. My sincere apologies. XOXO Mia." Now, girl, why you playing in our face? So after months of you being in the blogs for your various tweets and coming after cast members, all of a sudden now you're firing your social media manager and you had nothing to do with these tweets? We're sick of you. I'm sick of you. Either stand in it or don't. At this point, this backpedaling and pussy popping, it ain't working, and it's not making you look any better. The problem with a lot of these housewives is that when they start the season, they try to come in hot and make a bang. I get it. You want your camera time. You want the fans to have a reaction to you. You want social media to have your name as a hashtag. We get it. However, there is a way to do it. And one thing that Askale has done well is integrate herself into this group and make us want to see more of her, even though she's just a friend of the show. You, Mia, however, and your flip-flopping messy ways are not how you integrate into a show. And now to turn around and act like you had nothing to do with this, am I looking at Mia Thornton or Jen Shaw from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I don't like it. Y'all sound off about Miss Mia Thornton down below in the comment section, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't necessarily want to see her back next season. You can replace her or Robin really with Askale. I'm more interested in that storyline. And finally, speaking of housewife news, we cannot continue this video without talking about Ms. Porsha Williams announcing her departure from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She released a statement today on her Instagram that reads as follows: "After 10 life-changing, gratifying, incredible years, it is finally time to begin my next chapter. Next season, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. This was a difficult decision to not only make, but also come to terms with. It's one I have put a lot of thought into, and because of that, I know it's the right one. I want to thank Bravo, Truly Original, and Andy Cohen for this opportunity, and all the show's producers, editors, and assistants for working tirelessly every day to create our show. I have so much love and ending gratitude for my Bravo family and supporters. You've made the past decade a truly special one. One where I've dealt with unbelievable highs and unbelievable lows, and I can honestly say I would not have made it through some of them without the unconditional love and support I have gotten from all of you. Don't worry though, I'll be back on your TV very soon. I can't wait to share all my exciting new endeavors with the world, beginning with the release of my memoir, The Pursuit of Porsha, out on November 16th. As for the rest, you'll just have to wait and see. Love ya. Hashtag The Pursuit of Porsha." After weeks of speculation that Porsha would not be back, it has officially been confirmed. Just days after Cynthia confirmed that she won't be back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta either. We have lost some heavy hitters in the franchise. Cynthia, maybe not so much, but Porsha for sure. In the last few seasons, Porsha really has been the storyline and has carried the storyline of the show. What are we going to film for next season? Who has something interesting enough that will make you want to tune in to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? We do still have Kenya on the show. However, without Porsha to beef with, who is she going to have an attitude with? And for some reason, it seems like they're really banking on Sheree coming back to the franchise, as if Sheree's second return to the franchise made any difference in the ratings. Just in case you didn't know, it didn't. Now, while I wish Porsha the best, I do not agree with her leaving this franchise. And here are my thoughts on it. Number one, we have been watching Gubadia Gate happening since May of this year. It has all played out on social media, from the divorce to the engagement to Fallon's announcement of pregnancy, back to Porsha just a few days ago in the blogs buying Simon an engagement ring. All of these things seem like they were just the precursor to what we would be seeing on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, there's a lot of speculation out there that people believe that Porsha is leaving because she does not want the backlash of being with her ex-castmate's husband. I mean, they might bring in some of his ex-wives and all of this, and she doesn't want the stress and strain of that, and that may tear with her new image of being Porsha Luther King from last season. But here's my thing. I don't think that it's fair that she caused this huge ruckus and then just leave us out to dry to not even see it. It's messy. It's messy, messy, messy. And you know what? That might be the only thing that would have kept this season afloat. Number 2. I don't understand why Porsha is quitting all of her jobs. I mean, she's left Dish Nation, now Real Housewives of Atlanta. I understand that she has her spinoff, but I truly doubt that it will replace Don't Be Tardy for the Party. Not because it won't be more interesting than that show, but because we have not seen any of these types of housewives have a successful spinoff. And as much as she believes that Bravo likes her, I don't think that her leaving Real Housewives of Atlanta is going to be permanent. And apparently I'm not the only person that feels that way. Andy Cohen commented under Porsha's departure post and said, "What a run, what an evolution. As we discussed, I'm going to go ahead and consider this more of a pause than a goodbye." Will she end up like Nene did, thinking that she's able to leave the show because she's gotten all of this notoriety, and then next thing you know, having to come back 2 seasons later with your tail tucked between your legs? And will we be interested in watching? And another thing, I understand that Mr. Simon Guobadia is allegedly worth $40 million, but baby, that's his $40 million, not yours. Y'all ain't even walked down the aisle yet and you quitting all of your jobs. It just doesn't sound intelligent to me. That's just me. This is kind of reminiscent of how she was with Cordell. If we remember when we met her with Cordell, she was just a housewife. She did not have any entrepreneurial, endeavors, any jobs. Now she does have her sheets and her hair, but how profitable is that going to be when you're not able to promote your businesses on Bravo like Kandi does? Speaking of Kandi also wanted to send Porsha her well wishes, saying, "I was hoping you weren't for real leaving. Wishing you the best on all you've got going on." Isn't it interesting that upon Porsha's departure, Kandi and her seem to be on a good page? The last person that wanted to chime in on Porsha's departure was the one and only reality king himself. That's Mr. Carlos King. He said, "Boy, did we make some magic together over the years. Created Princess of Thoughtlandia and the iconic Who Said That line. Looking forward to more from you." While I do think that Porsha will be able to move forward and she won't be destitute, I definitely think that her leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta will be a major blow for the franchise as well as for her personally. Are y'all interested in watching the new season? It seems like every other day we're getting some type of announcement about who the new wife will be. Allegedly one of Akon's wives and then an ex-Olympian are slated to be joined to the cast. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't care. We'll see. They have yet to begin filming. Here it is. We are in October pretty much. So we might not get this season until next summer. I'm going to watch it because, I review for you all, but I'm not going to say that I'm excited about this upcoming season, especially now that the person who the storylines have been revolving around is leaving. What do y'all think? Tell me down below. That's it. Those are all of my topics for the Buzz on the Blogs. I'll be giving you these segments since I have had to suspend my Finally Be Fridays for a little while. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you are not subscribed. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Peace.